This is a hell of a youth intake for a team like Albacete. I'm incredibly impressed.
Told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Survival Specialist with Albacete. And survival is looking less and less likely by the day, particularly as what you can see on your screen right about now. If you have been enjoying the series up to this point, of course, do drop a like. That would be tremendous. And seriously, thank you for all the support over the weekend in the Streamer Showdown. It was a really good old fun time. But now it's time to return our attention to Survival Specialist. And yeah, as you can see, Christian Lopez is out for 5 to 7 weeks with a slipped disc in his back. He did it playing golf, not disc golf, I should stress. That would have been a little bit too ironic, even for my own levels here. But you can see that throughout his career, he's had many, many injuries, but as most players do. But this is the first time he slipped a disc in his back. And I mean, as you can see from the scans here, his whole back's glowing red. I mean, I don't know what we do about that. That seems like worse than a slipped disc injury, if I'm honest, friends. So hopefully he can find some kind of solution to that, and we will have to see. The problem is, of course, that he has been relatively solid for us. He's not been Armando Cunha. No one is. But he's actually really endeared himself to me with some of the saves he's made, apart from that weird thing. Well, thankfully we didn't get a goal conceded from it, but still, he's been decent. Now we're going to have to rely on Candel, who only played for us in one game, which was the 7-0 defeat to Real Madrid. Now, admittedly, in front of him there wasn't much, and he actually did play quite well by himself. So, hey, I still don't think, though, the lad holds a candle to Christian Lopez. And our day doesn't exactly get any easier either, as we play Barcelona. Now, what we're going to be doing today is Barcelona, a couple of games off camera, come back for Cuesta, and then tomorrow's video is going to be a quadruple live com special, because I didn't want to miss any of those really key games towards the end of the season, particularly with us only doing a few episodes, really, at Albacete. So I figured that instead of doing 2 episodes of 2 games, we'll just do one big bumper episode, because that's just more fun, isn't it? So that's what tomorrow's video is going to be. All 4 games in our battle down at the bottom, but I just really don't see, without some serious points gains over those, it's going to be extremely tough. Now, our rivals down at the bottom, what is the situation like? Now, Leganes go away to Real Madrid. It'd be unlike one of the relegation teams to beat Real Madrid now, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? And then, unfortunately, of course, we've got Real Sporting versus Mallorca, and Mallorca could potentially go above them with a victory there too. Valladolid host Real Sociedad, so that's good news. And, yeah, it's not going to be easy. We really just have to hope that we can... I mean, maybe we'll pull for a miracle. We got some great results with Heidenheim, but I don't know. This is a very different situation. Without our first-choice goalkeeper, it's only just got that little bit harder. Where do we stand on things? Now, obviously, the biggest change we're going to have to make is Lopez is out. Rafael Candel is in. He's not super match fit, but hey, look at that, a 7.02. He's one of the few good performers that we've had so far this season, so he will come in and all will be well. Now, the rest of the team so far, Gutierrez is back, Roca, Bellaribi. The left side has just been a bit of a struggle for us so far, but really, I think we kind of have to go with this lineup. Although when you look at Bellaribi's performances, maybe now is the time for Inge Lurken to come in. What choice have we got? We might as well at this. I think we were a bit unfortunate in the last game against Real Oviedo. I think it was a much closer game than... Well, I don't think we deserved to lose, but swings and roundabouts. Hey, that's the sort of stuff that happens. You never know. Maybe we'll go out and beat Barcelona. That seems like a completely normal thing to have happen. Part of me was tempted to try and shut up shop from the very beginning, but I just think that the problem with doing that is you almost guarantee yourselves no chance of winning the match. Now, we have very little chance of winning the match either, but as we found out when we were in Germany, sometimes just giving it a go can get you in a position that you can then defend. Biggest issue for us lately is we've not been in the positions to have to defend. We've not really been thrown away advantages. It's just been getting the advantages. That's been the biggest problem for us. And this insane Barcelona team is not going to make it easier. Mark Vaughan, penalty machine, as we all know from the days back at Sassuolo. It's not getting any easier, friends. Literally, as long as we're not completely relegated going into that final 5-game spell, beginning with Huesca, then maybe there's a chance. If we could just find the tiniest bit of form and get a bit of a song out of some of the lads in this team. Really, nobody's particularly stepped up. Like, we've not had a Kasper Mischdal. Oh, Denilson Roca's done well there. And it's not a good part. Oh, hang on. Keeper stepped away. Paleo! Oh, Esteban. That was the chance. Those opportunities don't come along very often against a team like Barcelona. And just, I don't know. There's so many things he has to do there and he just doesn't. It's a shame. Duguid, Antonio Jesus, and Lurken was there again. Lurken was lurking, and wow, inside the first 20 minutes here, that's a good tackle from Gutierrez there, even though it's a foul, he won't get booked. We've been all right so far. We've legitimately played well. Out of all, good save. Well played, Candel. And Barcelona have had, I think, one shot on target, which was saved by Candel. We've had a higher XG than them in this game, and are keeping it really, really tight. My only concern is that 3 of our back 4 are on bookings, which is a bit of a worry, so we have to keep an eye on that. Maybe look towards substitutes in the second half, but this is encouraging signs. Lurking out on the left-hand side. He's not had a best game so far, that some of our players haven't really, apart from Antonio Jesus, apparently. Paulinho, Duguid, oh, go on, find the pass. Antonio Jesus, Lurkin, and it's a good shot on target, and Oriol is there to make the save. Nice build-up again. Well, I mean, utterly shocking first half as far as quality goes, but I think we've just about edged it. Limiting Barca to 0.17 XG in the first half is actually incredibly impressive from the guys. I'm very proud of them. Our front line has just really struggled to get any joy. It seems that we've kind of stalemated Barca here, but I think we've had the better of the chances. But that chance for Paleo, oh my god. Plan for the second half is going to be keep doing what we're doing. If it's still 0-0 at like 75 minutes, that point I might, and particularly if they're starting to look like they're starting to come at us a bit more, that's when I might try and shut the game down, because that kind of like what we did against Bayern last year. But as things stand, we'd at least currently pull the gap back to 5 points, which is a slight gain. Oh dear, that was poor, really poor from us. Adeval, do not let that ball slip in behind here. Hassan is through. Get the tackles in. Well done, lads. That was some good last-ditch defending. Poor from us, but then good from us. But unfortunately, Brunswijk's right there. And it's been a very strong start to the second half of Barcelona, but we just have to stop them scoring. Easy, right? Oh, God. Arrival. Another incredible tackle from Salas. They're just finding little gaps now. That run in between behind the fullback is definitely a problem area, but Candel is equal to the shot. Right, I think after this highlight, I'd be tempted to try and shut it. Just to try to get out of here with that 0-0. Because I think keeping a clean sheet against Barca would be really something. Imagine if we scored on this play. Then we'd be in a great position. Paleo. Oh, there's a runner being made. There's a run for Culebras of all people. Can he shoot? Oh, it's a good save by Oriol. Oh, do we stay in this game or not? We're actually starting to open up a little bit. I turned on pass into space because I was noticing some good runs that we were failing to pick out. And Culebras is ball in and it's headed away. I'll tell you what a tackle from Benjamin, but look at the space at the far post. He's got to get back across to the right-hand side. He has to. Oh, no! You stupid... Well, I mean, we didn't get a chance to change it to more defensive, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because he was going to do some absolute lunacy. You stupid man. Is he going to get red carded as well? No, he isn't, but it was so unnecessary to make that tackle. Already on the yellow as well. Candel against Bath. And he's missed the target. Right, now we're changing it. That was a huge chance for Barca. If we're able to hang on now, it will be in spite of Benjamin and not because of him. I have now gone to try and shut this out because I think the pressure is starting to really... Okay, that's fine. Palayo's brought it down. Oh, drop him off, Paleo. Oh, hang on, he's onto it. Oh, he was nearly onto that there. Barcelona nearly screwed that up. Huge tackle, and Benjamin will bring this out the air, and he's got a little bit of space in front of him with Bellaribi. Is there a ball through, maybe? He's got an overlap, maybe. Paleo. Back for him. And Gutierrez! Yes! Juan Manuel Gutierrez, the man on loan from Real Madrid, makes it Albacete 1, Barcelona 0. Oh my goodness me. What a day. Bloody hell. Incredible strike. Look at the run. This is him here. This is the goal scorer. Look at the run he makes here, and the pick out from Antonio Jesus, and the strike from Gutierrez. Right, we're now full defensive mode now for the remainder of this game. Come on! Yes! 10 seconds to go. Albacete 1, Barcelona 0. Can we get through the final 10 seconds of this? One more clearance is needed. Conyata. Saved by Candel. Wow, he has been like a candle in the wind out there, except, wow, I don't even know. It's Albacete 1, Barcelona 0. They missed a penalty, which was obviously a penalty. Stupid decision from Benjamin. I'm amazed that Mark Vaughan didn't take the penalty. He always used to take pens back when we played against Barcelona in the Champions League. We had 7 shots on target in the end. Like, that's just, obviously they had a penalty, but I think we were actually pretty good from open play in this game. But what a strike from Gutierrez. The Real Madrid man scoring against Barca, that's given me a huge sudden boost this morning. Oh, my goodness. Right, couple of games off camera, back for Huesca. I suddenly feel much more positive. Come on. Okay then, so we're back, and well, first up, we hosted Villarreal. 50 minutes on the clock though, our defence got a little bit ski-whiff here. The left back gets all out of position, they don't come across, and Torres was able to make it 1-0 to Villarreal. Frustrating as we'd played pretty well up to that point. But then, 78 minutes on the clock, I made a few little changes, and then this happened. Bellaribi, ball round the side, Lurkin was Lurkin, and it was 1-1. Come on! A massive point for us there, and I think a thoroughly deserved one too. I think on another day we maybe could have done a bit better and got this one. It was a very tight game where they actually scored, and we didn't let it get away from us though. We made some changes, dropped the tempo back one notch, went past into space like we did against Barcelona, and it really worked. And that and Bellaribi on the right, coming off the bench, really did a great job. All three subs, in fact, Agostini, Bellaribi, and I think it was actually Lurkin in this one, or was it? Actually, I can't even remember. Did fantastically well to get us back into this match and earn us a brilliant point. However, Mallorca won 5-2 away at Real Betis, making our lives even more difficult. And then next we had an exceedingly tough game against Sevilla. Ball was popped through, put over the line by Garcia for 1-0 on 11 minutes. And we had a massive hole to dig ourselves out from, and it didn't get much easier for us as 23 minutes on the clock now. Alan's ball, back post, and Kevin made it 2-0 to Sevilla, who are a very good side, of course, but we just weren't looking really good. Then we gave away a nonsense penalty, and it was 3-0 on 29 minutes. One of those ones where the players just stood there and then a penalty's given. Kind of a shame. But then Lurkin's ball to the back post, Rocker gets us back in it on 38 minutes. A nice little breath of fresh air for us there. And then, in the 56th minute, Benjamin's ball over the top, and look, Esteban Paleo on the end of it, slots it home for 3-2, and right back into this game we were, and we did have a little push towards the very end, but in the 93rd minute, Sevilla got a little bit of a breakaway here. The defenders don't really handle this very well. It's still a very good strike though. It's a tight angle, pops it in, 4-2 to Sevilla. And I think losing is a fair result. You'll see their XG was nearly 5. Now, obviously, the penalty accounted for that. And there was also a few chances in this game. There was an offside goal that they had that we still got the XG attributed for. I love it when that happens. It feels like when VAR gets involved, that seems to trigger it to count the XG sometimes for the offside goals. But yeah, there was also another one where the ball is sort of battering around in the box. It was never going to go in because we had so many players in the way, but they were getting up a lot of XG. Needless to say, they were still the better side, but we still look decent from an attacking output today. And I think that's something that's really changed over the past couple of games. Just again, dropping that tempo down by a single notch. And I think the situation is Heidenheim could kind of get used to that extremely high tempo football. Albacete, I just don't think have the players to make that sort of thing work. It's kind of like how sometimes people have to turn me down to 0.75 speed in order to watch these videos and me to sound like a normal human being, particularly if you're not a native English speaker. I understand I talk quite fast. It's kind of like that with tactics, to be honest. So I think that might be something to look for, and those passes into space were definitely creating some spaces for us. But I've got to say, Rafael Candel has still done a brilliant job for us filling in. Also occurs to me, I forgot to show you the league table after the Barca game because I was so damn excited. However, as you can see, despite getting the win against Barca and the draw against Villarreal, we are still 6 points from safety now because Mallorca have gone and won another game. They just keep doing it. And now they're looking very, very comfortable at this point. Still only 4 points from safety themselves, but 6 points from safety themselves. But Espanyol are now the team that have really fallen back into the battle, and that's who we're now chasing. Mallorca have just been pulling out some ridiculous results. So Kim's been nipping back to Germany, spending a bit of time there, having a lovely old job. He's feeling better about life in Spain. He's never had the best of times when it comes to being in Spain in general, and not really as much has changed. But a win against Barcelona will certainly make you feel a little bit better, won't it? But our run-in is looking super tough. 5 games to go. 6 points from safety. We pull ourselves out the mud from here, and it is going to be a hell of a party. That's all I can really say. Now, it's the Friday. I've come back because I want to show you something. And that is this. The relegation scrap graphic has appeared, and it was the perfect time for me to not have to screenshot it, and I could just show you it. So you look at some of the run-ins. Valladolid, they're already bottom. They play Atletico, Oviedo, Barca, Sevilla, and then they travel away to us on the final day. But I'm being honest with you, 8 points from safety already. I think they'll be long relegated by the time that game comes around. Us, 13th and 14th there, but they've got 8th place Cadiz, who are falling a little bit, and then Valencia, who seem to drop points constantly, and then Valladolid. There's definitely winnable games in there for us, but whether there's enough, I don't know. Yeah, so this season we actually did beat Espanyol, but we lost the second game. So we have a worse head-to-head than them as well. It's not going to be easy. We essentially are going to have to get 7 points minimum, and that's without them winning a single match and nobody else doing anything. They're surely going to get some points in there. I think we're going to need to get 3 wins from 5, maybe 2 wins and 2 draws. But that is going to be extremely difficult, and I think we're in for a real fight here. But some positive news. Youth intake. You should be seeing it on your screen right now. This is a hell of a youth intake for a team like Albacete. I'm incredibly impressed. So, yeah, that was the youth intake. Incredible to see a 5-star player. We're a top-flight club to get a 5-star player. That's pretty pog. I'm going to show you the 3 best players that I picked out from this one too, because they're quality. In fact, so much so now that one of them is actually updated to being 5-star potential, and I think it is Santiago. So Santiago was, I think if you look at the graphic a minute ago, he was like 4.5 and a bit, but, solid. For 15, to have these kind of striker attributes already, very, very nice to see. Does shoot from distance, something then again, 8, it's not what you really want from your striker though, so you'd have to work on that and get rid of that, but still, decent physicals to start with, some nice mentals in there too, with good teamwork to go with it, dribbling, finishing, first touch, nicely solid. I think he's a really decent striker. Injury prone, could be a worry. There's also Santi Zamora, who is a defensive midfielder, kind of a ball-winning midfielder. The problem being is that he only has 9 tackling. Now, that will, of course, improve with age, but you'd like to see that attribute be higher to begin with, just because it is so hard to get that to go up. There's no individual training focuses, like specific ones you can do to improve it. And lastly, there's also Jose Cuesta, who, again, solid player. Definitely not a striker, though, with that 7 finishing. I think he's more likely to be a sort of inside forward on the right here, with that decent dribbling, some okay speed to go with it too. Decent in the air as well. Well, I say decent in the air. He's not actually good in the air, but he can head the ball. So when, on the rare occasion he does win a header, he will actually be able to... And it's consistent too. So I think that's a pretty solid youth intake, really. In slightly worse news, Heidenheim have truly bottled it to be an unbelievable level here. They've not won in 11 league games. Kind of nuts, actually. Our next 2 games in this are against teams that I've managed already. Not in this save. Well, actually, the next game is. But Wesker, obviously, I finished off last FM with a save at Wesker, where we kept them up. And it looks like they're doing it just fine by themselves this time around. So Valladolid go away to Atletico, which is good. Leganes play Real Betis. That we need Betis to do us a favour there. Not that they helped us against Mallorca by any means. And Real Sociedad, again, they have to beat Espanyol. I'm kind of ignoring Mallorca at this point. I think they've kind of already pulled themselves out of the mire. So I've been experimenting a little bit with personnel lately. So one of the things we've done is we put Antonio Jesus further up and Agostini in the midfield, because despite this, not that we've really used this pairing much, because I was noticing that Duguay was just struggling horrendously. I know there's a poor link here, but there's a good link here, which is a nice sign, and another good link has formed here, which is, again, a positive sign in the right direction. Now, the one thing I have done a few times is brought on Bellaribi on the right-hand side instead of the left, and weirdly, he's looked more comfortable there, despite being left-footed, playing in a right wing. It's an odd one, but he just looked really good there off the bench a couple of times. Perez is causing all sorts of trouble, but morale-wise, it's not bad, to be honest. Now, Culibras is on the bench, but I don't know if I really want to keep him there. Might be better having Angel on the bench, just because Culibras is not going to come on there. Christian Lopez is nearly back, so there's a chance that he could return for some of those key fixtures towards the end. But what I say, Candel, he's done pretty well since he's come in. I've got to give credit to Rafa Candel. He's exceeded my expectations. So I think that's what we're going to go with the plan to be to bring on Bellaribi for Denilson Rocket in the second half. Now, I haven't actually made the changes that I was thinking about from the beginning, and I want to see how we actually do midway through this game against Wesker. But essentially the change was just one notch down on the tempo and pass into space. The pass into space is a bit of an optional one, but it's just an idea, and I think it's what got us the result against Barca and what allowed us to come back against Villarreal. But I suppose if you'd have given me like 4 points from Oviedo, Barca, and Villarreal, I'd have taken it. It's just the weird way in which we came about getting those points, I suppose. But this is massive. Our home form has genuinely been relatively okay. For the most part. We've definitely not really looked outclassed in any of our home games. We beat Barca. We looked solid against Atleti for a lot of the part of it. We got a draw against Villarreal. We beat Zaragoza. There's definitely home wins available to us. And thankfully, 3 of our final 5 games, I think, are at home. But we need to be on it today. We've got that little tactical switch in our back pocket. If I'm forced into a position where I have to do it again in this game and it works, then it might well become the default. I'm always worried about changing things from the default, because sometimes you don't know if it was just something that worked in one game due to the opposition, or whether it's something that would genuinely benefit the team. But if you do it 3 games in a row and it works, then generally speaking, it's good enough to go into the rotation. Oh, God. Great ball through. What a tackle. So a very, very slow start to this match. Half an hour. There's been very little in the way of highlights. And caught by Candel. Safe pair of hands. Can he maybe deliver something here? Find a pass for someone. There's options available. Betis have taken the lead against Leganes. That's huge. Oh, what a flick on. Wait, Rocker's got it. Oh, go on, Danielson. It's just like, oh, he's drilled it wide. It was a tight one for him. I think I would have been amazed that he got that in to have any hope, really. Because a draw here, if they lose, would pull us back to 5 points, but it's still a huge deficit to make up. But a win with them losing, suddenly the gap is back, and we've got some games to go. Paulinho's ball in. Larkin! Oh, that's such a good chance. We are very much controlling this game at the moment, but we're just failing to create enough chances currently, and that's our biggest problem at the moment. But we are getting a lot of the ball, which is a good thing for... Oh, God, that's a lovely ball through, and it's such a good goal. Vasil Arabidze makes it 1-0 to Wesker, and we have been in total control of this match, ironically, since we're playing against Wesker, and that is the last thing that we needed right now, and this second half is going to be make or break for us, really. We've definitely been the better of the 2 sides up to this point, but this is worrying me a bit Oviedo style. He drops it off, they don't track the run, it's a great ball through and an excellent finish. It's just a well-worked goal, unfortunately. I think we were doing fine, and then bam, that's the difference. That's what we're lacking. That cutting edge. It's a good ball through, and Becerra's run past the defender, and this could be 2. It's a great save from Candel to keep us in this game. That could have been bang bang either side of half time. Flipped it forward, and we win it back again. But again, it's headed straight back to Wesker. Oh, blocked! Paleo! He's got to shoot first time. Oh, it's not the best effort. Ball whipped across. Oh, I was hoping for an interception. There might be one, though. There is one! Palaio's got it. He's 2-on-2, though. Or 2-on-1, rather. He has to drop it off. That's fair. Lurkin, back through Palaio again. Oh, can he square it for someone, maybe? Goes for goal, and it's another big... Well, it's another good save from Gonyi, but... We're picking that ball up, and we're making it work for us a bit more. And we've still got half an hour to go. That's a ball through for Palaio. Can he finish it this time? And it's saved again by the goalkeeper, please. Oh, my goodness. What I would give for even Ernst Gerke right now in those chances. But we have created a lot in this... the start of this second half, we've created a lot of opportunities, which is good. In other spectacular news, Real Valladolid are winning away at Atleti. Because obviously, Gomez. Then again, like, we beat Barca, so we can hardly talk. Please don't foul him. Oh, give me strength to try and pull out a magic save for us. Just as we were starting to come back into this match and actually looking decent, we've gone and ruined it. Unless Candel can pull out something magic here. It's Candel versus Mpondo. This could be huge. And he saved it! Rafa Candel has given us a lifeline. What a big save from Rafa. Real Sociedad have scored against Espanyol. So that alone is good. It means that we won't fall further from the safety zone, but we're going to have one less game to do it in. Even a point here is could be a gain for us. Just something. Show me a spark going into these final few games. I don't want to lose a home game here. Bellarito is going to shoot from range, isn't he? Such a weak effort. And I can't believe we haven't scored a goal in this game. I think the chances have been there for us, really. Obviously, the chances have been there for Huesca as well. They had the penalty. But is there still something? There's still 30 seconds left. It's 3-0 to Real Sociedad now over Espanyol, so their form is going to be in the toilet as well. But we've got bigger games to come. Primitivo, 30 seconds left. Can Bellarito... Okay, we've got to hurry this up here. Atletico have equalised. Andres Tapi... Hurry up, sir! Please, there is an element of urgency required here. We are a goal down in the 90th minute. You seem very lackadaisical for someone who's in the relegation zone, Nelson. Please hurry up. Right, come on. 10 seconds to go. Bellaribi. I swear to God, we almost wasted time for them for the past minute of that game. It's like we were defending a 1-0 defeat. Oh, my God. Yeah, that could have gone better for us, honestly. That could definitely have gone better. Rafael Candel did brilliantly. Oh, I don't even think we were that bad again. But penalty was a stupid decision, and we conceded a goal that was just a really good goal, and we're unable to take our chances, and that's been really the story of us. Controlled the possession, had a decent number of chances in this game, and just couldn't put them away. Oh, those remaining 4 fixtures are going to be tight now. Oh, nothing really changes now. 4 games to go, still 6 points from safety. Luckily, we still stay ahead of Valladolid, despite them getting a point, which is still a very good point. Mallorca win again. Sporting lose. Just got a little bit of confidence from that Barcelona win, and we then got a good draw against Villarreal as well, and I thought, oh, here's the moment. Sevilla, that wasn't a loss we'd expected. Had some confidence back from a good friendly victory, but then it's just... this and the Oviedo games are the ones that we're going to look back on and think we should have done better, really. I think... Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Those results are going to be what costs us, I would say, in the end. Right, so tomorrow it's going to be Osasuna, Cadiz, Valencia, and Real Sociedad, a quadruple live call special. We've got a lot on the line, so we need to get going for that. If you have enjoyed this episode in spite of that, hey, we beat Barcelona. If nothing else, we'll have that on our CV. We managed to beat Barcelona with the team that were bottom of the league at the time, I think. So, yeah, if you've enjoyed it, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We'll stream on Twitch on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and... Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Not this Saturday, as I'm away this weekend. And, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for, well, the deciders. So I will see you then. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.